toss, and they are more than ready to get things started. And the Hilltoppers will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blue Hens offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's...
There he goes! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Still running up the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Snagged in the middle. It's Olave. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltoppers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline-to-sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eat.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes the grab on the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They're going to run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slides away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Touchdown, Delaware. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you could tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Blue Hens are in the red zone. The offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Blue Hens have it with a first and goal. Power ahead. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
On the option. Now the toss. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. Defense picks it up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
There's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Prescott. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go on the field. Man, a great feeling. Hey, offense, you got this. Go take care of it.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in down the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Looking downfield very late in the half. Give him 6. Touchdown, Toppers.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Olave. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Olave. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to
just steamrolling the defense. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, and forcing second down and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football.
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the left. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Working on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught in the backfield, it's Selvia. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Olave. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Oh, he got loose. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Blue Hens are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. On his feet at the 40. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David. To punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackle.
Touchdown, Delaware! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try to pop the draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Blue Hens trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hill... Offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because